lazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee a lot. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go! Bring it!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On first and 10, it's Sanders.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Coat. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Straight ahead, ETN. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to ETN. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken around the 12. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Thomas. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down now, Coates trying to run inside, but nothing there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Coates. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ellis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A handoff for Etienne. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Ready?
Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jags get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Coates. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ready, set.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Block it, block it.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
67 yards rushing for him in his 1st half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Here's Thomas. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards that time.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree,
One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Get it! 19, Pioneers!
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Thomas.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Come on, come on. Hit! Warriors, 17! Buffalo 18! Trap 60, trap 60! Ready.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Let's go now.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On first down, Lawrence.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
19 right. Panther 11. Panther 11. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Thomas. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence, throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Forced out to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Etienne up the middle. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thomas. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Coat. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Coates, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Coat. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 2nd down now. Coates, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Coates. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. They were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They'll try the left side. Coates. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready, hut.
Up the middle they go. Jarrett showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a give, right side. Coat. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game that maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ready, go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Coates. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Kick the eagle, kick the eagle. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coat. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them.